Now a story you'll only see here on News 4. It was once touted as the house of the future. Nearly 90 years later, it's still standing, but it's better known now as the Cow House. News 4's Mark Segraves takes a look inside and out at what makes this Bethesda home different from all the others.
Back in 1938, NBC, the network you're watching and that I work for, wanted to build the home of the future here in Bethesda, Maryland. Well, welcome to the future. The house sits on Massachusetts Avenue, just steps from the DC line. Rado Ivanov and his wife bought the house about 14 years ago. They had no idea of its historic beginnings until a neighbor told them.
No, we had no idea. There was a neighbor living across the street, and they said, well, did you guys know about the history of the house? And we're like, no, but we love it. It's like, no, this was the house of the future. It was built by the electric company to show that fully electric houses were possible. And that's how we started digging around. And then I found the Washington Art Deco book that the house is also included in. And it's one of the few Art Deco houses in the Bethesda area.
NBC partnered with a building and the electric company to build the fully electric house of the future. And on October 1st, 1938, it opened to the public. 30,000 people lined up to get a look inside. Ivanov, an architect himself, walked us through the futuristic abode and some of what made it so groundbreaking 90 years ago.
And the idea is that these houses were not, at the time, were not built with wood structures. They were built with concrete and metal structures. So the walls are concrete blocks, and then for the floors they have steel beams and then concrete slabs. This was not common at all. I mean, as we know, houses from that period where they might have a concrete basement, but then their wood structure up above. This is the entire house is basically concrete and steel.
The glass bricks, popularized by the Art Deco movement, also uncommon in the 1930s, as was the open staircase.
The stair was fully open and connects all 3 floors of the house. The stair also fully built out of concrete. It's not a wood stair, and it just creates that single open space experience that wasn't common at the time.
While Ivanov's home's unique history makes for interesting conversation, most of his friends and guests, as well as everyone who drives by, knows the house for another distinction.
To us and to our friends, the famous feature of the house is the cow that we have in the front yard, because everybody knows it as the house with the cow rather than the first electrified house.
That's right. The house of the future is better known as the Cow House.
Maybe late 90s, there was this whole citywide story with the donkeys and the elephants, and then they got auctioned out and all of this. To us, we looked at a few of those that were for sale, and it was too much of a political statement. We didn't want to go down that way. And so my wife was on a work trip, and she was driving through Texas, and on the side of the road, she's like, "Oh, these cows are strangely standing very still." As she got closer, they were actually sculptures, and that gave us the idea of us having to look into cows instead of donkeys or elephants.
And while 30,000 people came to see the house back in 1938, Ivanov estimates a lot more have come to see the cow.
People ride it, people take pictures all the time, kids are there all the time. We don't mind, it's totally fine.
Over the years, the house and the cow have changed a bit. It no longer is fully electric. Ivanov added gas heat, and the cow has changed colors and sustained a bit of damage one New Year's Eve when some local kids were out cow tipping. From the house of the future, from the Cow House, Mark Segraves, News 4.